We're back again. More shop time with Dave. Well, I thought I'd show you what we're up to. Well, real quick, got the block back on the stand. There's no parts in this block. It's just sitting there together. I thought I could keep everything together in one piece, and then I could throw something over it, and it can keep it clean that way. Quick little walk around. Nothing too exciting right now, but there it is. At least you know what we're working on. So I'll go over here to the bench. From the last video, you probably remember this shaft. I did go ahead and put this in the lathe, and what I discovered was from about right here on out, it's bent. And then you add that to this pitting. I don't think it's worth saving. I think we're going to make a new one out of some 416 stainless. Oh, it looked pretty good. Still need to get this gear off of here. This gear doesn't get used in this application. It lines up with this, and it can be used in a dual ignition application on this motor. You can have a distributor and a mag if you have the correct head for 2 spark plugs per cylinder. But we don't have that on here, so we don't need to worry about it. But I do want to save it, just because. Got the timing gear off of it. We can see some timing marks in here. Evidently there was a burr on the inside of that. And when I pressed it off, it left me a nice little groove in there. We'll have to file that off. So we need to order some stock. Can't do anything until we get some new material, so we're just going to set this off for the time being. It'll come back in another video, maybe by the end of this one. So I think the focus of this video is going to be getting this part put back together. We need to start by cleaning it, which probably be a lot of wire brushing and maybe some needle scaler work. This edge right here's gotta get cleaned up. Mating edge down here. Gotta get all that cleaned up. And then we can prep it for brazing. That's probably about all we're going to get to tonight. Maybe over the weekend we'll get some more done. I probably better pick up some more brazing rods. Don't want to run out in the middle of this project. That'd be bad. It'd be typical for me, but it would also be bad. So I'm going to work on cleaning these up, figuring out what they need, and I'll bring you back. So here's our all thread running back through here, holding this piece together. This is just some junk in here as a shim to keep it halfway lined up. But right now we're going to come in here, grind out this crack, get it opened up, ready for braze. Here we go. Yeah, we're about halfway opened up. I'll bring it back. We got her all widened out. Got plenty there, huh? I think we got enough opened up that we can get the brass in. Alrighty, I'm going to go take it in and put it on the stove and let it start warming up. I don't know how well you can hear me, but You're probably not going to need to anyway. We're getting ready to do some brazing. I've got the heater on back there. Let's give her a go. So we got her cooled down. Ready to take this out of there. Doing things one-handed's hard. Get all these nuts off of here. Alright, got that out of the way. This part's going to be ready for cleanup now. That'll be the same thing, grinding. I need to put this in the lathe and true up this face right here so that the water pump will be parallel to the engine drive side. But that's not going to happen tonight. Spent all day working on getting the snowplow ready, just in case we get a storm. So, anyway, bring it back when I got something new. Well, that wraps it up in this video for working on that housing. I wanted to get some CAD CAM content in here for you on this video. So I wasn't sure how to go about this. I didn't know if I should do full screen recording or just do an overview, or how detailed, or what to do going forward with this. If you guys show some interest, maybe in the future we'll go in a more detailed CAD CAM video. But I chose for this to find the balance and just do some screenshots and give you an overview of what's happening in each shot. So in this first shot, we have a sketch in the CAD. We sketch out a 2-dimension drawing to start with. So here we have the rough dimensions, some diameters and lines. You'll notice in there's some lines that are just dotted lines. Those are construction lines for reference, and solid lines are for actually constructing a model. So let's move on to the next one. Then once we have our sketch, we extrude it. And that's what I've done here, is I've gone and extruded it and begun our 3-dimensional model, or 3-dimensional image. Next, I've started a new sketch using the back of the previous 3-dimensional model as our starting point. And it's similar to the sketch before. It's got a dashed line on there, and then on this one we've added some arcs into it. So in this slide we have those arcs and we're extruding them out. Now that we have our rough image started, you'll notice it's got some curves added to it. We call those fillets. And then in this final CAD drawing, we finished up with the last of the fillets and finished it out. In the next slide, we're going to start on the cam side of it. And here we see the tool boring its way through the center of the part in the first operation. Once that clears out, then we're going to do a rough of the outside. You'll see a red and blue pattern of the tool working its way around the outside. And we moved on, and now we're taking out just a little bit more material in this next slide. And finally, in our last slide, this is our finishing pass. It's going to go around and clean up the inside edges and put our radius in. So now that that's done, we'll go on and actually look at some real machining. We're ready to start making this impeller. We're at the mill. Got her clamped in the block. 1/2 inch end mill. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to test it. And we're going to turn these down. Come over here. I have it in machine lock and dry run. And hit the green button. So we can see up here, it's moving. We're going to start seeing it come down here. When it gets down to the part, now we can see up here, it's starting to bore out our center. Got a little bit of glare off the lights, don't we? Hope you guys find this interesting. So you can see down here that it's bored, and now we're up here, it's going around the profile. I got this running in high speed right now just to get through this test real fast. Alright, that's the first tool, so we know it passed our test, so it's time to try it. Alright, let's give this a go. I'll probably fast forward through most of this. It's going to take quite a while. But let's hit the green button. Well, looks like we're going to have to go ahead and cut the video right here. If that gives you any warning. We got weather coming in. So I don't know when I'll be able to finish this project and save it, or if I'm going to have to start over. So you'll have to tune in again, see what happens with it. Old 6.5 liter. Hopefully it gets the job done for us. Well, till we can get back again, keep out in the shop.